Why? Because because what?
Because ladies are double than men.
Okay. Yeah, okay, this is my first time to Pakistan. Can I know, is it all of you are local?
Yeah.
All of you local, okay. Looks also pretty. Okay. So actually, when I always travel, and I always travel with Emirates. And then you know Emirates movies, a lot of Pakistan movies. So I like to watch Pakistan. What is this? Now?
Yeah.
Usually finish talking only cake cutting, that means now finish already. For who this one? Oh, after I talk. Okay, look at this. So that means I have to talk short so that everybody can enjoy the cake early, faster. Okay, you see, I don't know why are you today here. Why are you here today? I don't know. But I would like to I would like to tell you that no matter what reason are you sitting here, I don't know how your friends invite you to come here. I don't know why you come here, or maybe you are free to come here. I don't know, or you come here for 2 days so that you don't need to work outside. You come here for 2 days so that you can free lunch. I don't know. But what I know is after 2 days, what are we all supposed to do? What I know is the reason that we walk in here is not important anymore, but the vision and the mission of we walking up here is very important. Okay, so let's work together for NCD. We have a slogan saying that please don't ignore NCDs, it kills. You know, when we are young, when we are childhood, we will like to compare. First of all, you understand my English?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I also don't understand my English. You can understand my English, okay. So, I'm a Chinese educator. Yesterday when we came down, all the officers in the airport, China. Oh, no, not China. Okay. Sometimes we always like to tell people we are Chinese because when China is very strong. Okay. So now China got coronavirus. China. Oh, no, China. So this is human beings. So, and then yesterday when I came in, I see so many people in the airport. I don't know where are they come from. And then I also see when we go out, there are so many people waiting people outside there. So I can feel that Pakistani is supposed to be very friendly.
Yeah.
Right? Pakistanis, I think you welcome people to come to your countries. That's why you will go to airport and visit and welcome them, right? When you go to Malaysia and see people outside is less than people inside, that means people not welcome. Oh no, sorry. So I can feel that, like, you know, Pakistanis, maybe you welcome people to come to your country. That's why when you got friends coming here, or you got your family is coming back here, you are so excited, you are so happy. So you will go to the airport, you will go to airport and welcome them. Okay, so this is what I can feel that, wow, this is a very nice country, so good. And I believe with the nature of this, nature of passionate, I believe that you really can bring this awareness very well. Because we have the passion to do that, right? Okay, when we are young, when we are still a small kids, we always like to compare. What we compare, we will compare, oh, you see, father likes me more than like you say. Wow, when you quarrel with your brother and then your mother scold your brother, you see, mother love me more than you. So we like to compare with when we are young. And then when we go to school, okay, we will try to compare with our friends. Wow, with how many A's, how good you are, your result, and how many I have, right? So we keep compares. When we are teenagers, what we compare? How many girlfriends you have? How many boyfriends I have? Wow, you got me 2, now I have 3. Or how many times you have? Correct. So we like to compare when we are teenagers. So when we have our families, what we compare? How many kids you have? How many kids I have? How many boys? Oh, I have 2 boys, 1 girl. Oh, I have 3 girls, 1 boy. Oh, see, we always like to compare. So when we are old, we always compare also. What we compare? Oh, how many medicine you take? How many tablets you got? Oh, I only have diabetes. Oh, no, I have hyper and diabetes. So, you see, we keep comparing from we are young until we are old. Until how many medicine also, we just think like that is normal. C, please don't ignore how many tablets of medicine you are taking. When I was very young, I have a very lovely grandmother. She's happy-go-lucky. You see me, you know already. Something look like my grandmother. Okay, so not too pretty, but very happy-go-lucky. Okay, while the smile, laughing so loud, very loud, you know. So, and my grandmother is a very happy-go-lucky type. But when I was 12 years old, that time 12 years old still considered like very small kids, not like now. Kids all very mature. 9 years old already fall in love. So then when I was 12, I don't know what is that, okay? So when I was 12 years old, that time, which is like, how many years ago? 40 years ago. Don't look like, right? Okay. So like, when I was 12 years old, then we found out that my mother got diabetes. And then from that time, my grandmother got diabetes, and she was only about like 60 plus. Then she got diabetes. When I was 12 years old, I have to go to the hospital by myself, and then by bus. Okay, that time in our place there, like you are still a kid, and then you have to take a bus by yourself. It's not common like now. Okay, so I have to go to the hospital and learn how to do injection for my grandmother. So I start to do injection for my grandmother when I was 12 years old. I learned how to do injection, how to put and blah blah blah. And then that is my job for my grandmother. So you know, every time I do injection for my grandmother, sure she will scream, sure she will scold me like I am the one who forced her to take the injection like that, you know. So and then when I go to school, my cousin told me when I go to school, she got nothing. She just quiet in her room. But when I come back, immediately I come back from my group, he said, "You are so bad. You want to make me die. You want to make me pain. You know, blah blah blah." She will scold me. She started to be like so emotional. She started to be like so thinking like so much imagination. She started to be like. I feel like she doesn't love me anymore, you know. So I am the one who has to cook for her. And you know when she got diabetes, she cannot take a lot of food. She cannot take. So we have to take one type of veggie every day. Also same veggie. So she also boring. But what to do? I have to do that for her. So I cook for her, and then I feed her food. That time she was quite serious already. I feed her food, and then she got swollen. Her leg, her feet here got swollen. I have to wash for her. Have you ever tried to wash for a diabetes patient? You know how it's feeling? You know how smelly is that? It's very, very smelly. Okay, but still we have to do for her because my grandmother and then my sister was. My sister is 5 years older than me. So that time I'm the only oldest at home because my sister 5 years older than me, so she already left home and go to the big town, go to Kuala Lumpur. I'm staying in Malacca. So my sister will come back like 2 weeks once, 1 month once, and then my sister will feed her. She was so happy. Wow, my granddaughter so good, feed her eat. And then me do her for her every day. She blame me. You see, this is the relationship is starting change. She tried to complain me. I tried to feel so bad. You know, I tried to complain about her, and then I can start to see like she treat my sister like, well, because my sister 1 week come back once, feed her once, well, she was so happy already. My granddaughter so good girl. Okay, so our relationship changed because of what? Because of diabetes, because of her uncomfortable, because of her emotional. And then my grandmother has 4 kids, 3 daughters and 1 son. But she always tell people, I have 1 son, I have 1 son, I have 1 son. You know, all people is like that. Is it Pakistan also like this? Yes? Oh, okay. Now modern already. Not like that anymore, right? But last time, yes. Chinese also used to be like that. But I can understand why my grandmother always treat like that. Because she loves her son so much. But she never had a chance to stay with her son. When when her son still young, she has to travel, leave her kampong, leave her hometown to another hometown with my grandfather. So the son is at hometown when he was young. Then when the son grow up, then the son study in Singapore. After the son study in Singapore, my grandmother think, wow, now this son come back already. But my uncle told my grandmother that he wants to work in Brunei. So he went to Brunei. After working in Brunei 2 years, my uncle told my grandmother that he wants to marry a Canadian. So he migrated to Canada. So this is his life, and this is my grandmother's. That's why my grandmother's always tell people that he has one son, one son. But actually he stayed with her daughter. Okay. So, which is my mother. So then when she got the diabetes, we take care of her, but my uncle is already migrated to working in Canada, so migrated to Canada. Then after a few years, she checks for her diabetes. Suddenly it getting very, very worse, very bad. And then she has to quickly admitted to hospital. You know that in hospital, in 2 days time, from the feet only, at first the doctor told us that have to cut off the feet. Then my grandmother, then we just cannot decide whether we want to cut or not. Only 2 days only, the doctor say has to cut off until here already. So only in 1 week time, he has to cut here. Very fast. You know, in hospital they're so smelly. Her bed is so smelly. Everybody also cannot stand the smell, you know. But my grandmother, she refused to cut off her leg. My grandmother refused to go to the operation room. You know why? Because he think if she goes into the surgery, she will become ghost to come out. She will never alive. In her mind that when she go in, she has no chance to come out in life. And what we do that time, what we have to do is we call our uncle. My uncle immediately come back from Canadian in 24 hours, and then immediately go to the hospital, meet up with my grandmother. So drama, you know. Then my grandmother wake up already, oh. Then my grandmother wake up already, and then my uncle only say that, never mind lah, this one is now is very good, now is very advanced already. Just cut off, then we can have fake leg.
Prosthesis.
Then my grandmother say okay. Then my grandmother promised to go for surgery. Then that night have to do fasting, and then tomorrow morning will have to go to the surgery. And then my uncle also think that wow, everybody's so happy already, because in our mind we think that when she agreed to cut off the leg, then she can alive. So that night, my uncle come back from hospital and then go back to hometown. You know, so many years never come back already. Eat this, eat meat, the local meat, local rice, local things, local fruits, everything eat. Wow, enjoy everything already. The telephone ring. My grandmother passed away. This is mother's love. You see. So I see, because when I was 12 years old, I already see this happen until my grandmother passed away. Few years time. Okay? Just because of diabetes. Just because of diabetes. And then, because of diabetes, she can enjoy her life, old life with all the grandmother and grandchildren, with the daughters and sons. Okay, but she cannot enjoy it because for the past few years that she suffered from her diabetes, she was so emotional. She was always complaining. She always make people don't like to talk to her. She make people not happy. She makes the whole family so worried just because of one person in our family got diabetes. So, ladies and gentlemen, still today we still ignore about this, right? Any of us think that this is so important? If we know that actually we can, avoid this, then why not? If we know that sickness is not only the thing that will affect your body, But actually, we will lose the happiness in the family. We will lose the confidence if we are working. We will